So with the crazy hype that the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy crossover is having, I think it's kind of unfair in a way to give Final Fantasy this Magic the Gathering spotlight when Final Fantasy has an amazing TCG and they just dropped their newest set, Tears of the Planet. I am a little late to opening up this box, and the main reason for this is I was on a cruise. So, unfortunately, I was just out of town. So, today we're going to open up a box, see what our contents are within the box, and determine if it was worth it. I did get this box from, I believe, Flipside Gaming off of eBay. They were pre-selling for 100, I believe, 99.99, which is not a bad price considering that a lot of pre-sale prices right now on TCG Player are roughly $120, and finding this box on eBay is actually pretty hard. Now, I am going to be doing a giveaway in this video for one lucky person. There are box toppers, and I did open a box of this set off screen. So, if you would like a chance to win the box topper, comment down below your favorite Final Fantasy protagonist, and one lucky person will win this awesome box topper promo featuring Zack and, for some reason, Cloud. I say some reason, but it is a Zack card. It is a cool card. It's from the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And today we're going to see what we could pull in terms of cool artworks, what we could pull to go into our binder. And we're already starting off with a binder personal collection edition, Sephiroth LB. That is a foil. Now, I am looking for some other foils, like I would love Japal and Kuja, for example. I did pull the foil of full art of Barbariccia. And we got the Chocobo Chick. So the Sephiroth will go back here. It is a personal collection edition. Chocobo Chick, I have no idea where my heroes and my rares are at. I'm going to try to create separate stacks for all of my bulk. The reason why is I don't think I'm going to be a bulk vendor anymore. I think I'm only going to sell the cards that I don't want that actually have like $1 plus value. Anything that is under that, guys, I will probably just create bulk lots and just put them in the box that's on the shelf behind me. Alright, so we got the Emperor LB. I believe that's also a foil hero card. Not too bad. And then we got this awesome Legend Sephiroth. I would love to get this in foil. This is really cool. I believe this Sephiroth, you see him in, I think the mobile game's called Ever Crisis. That's a really cool hit. And then we got some decent rares. So we'll go ahead and put those rares to the side. I'll put my foil right there. And we will put our commons in the common stack. Now, next pack. Let's see what we can get. Would love to pull that stamped Aerith card, but I know they're extremely hard to hit. And we're only opening up a couple of boxes today. But we got Deuce from Type 0. Not too bad. And then we got General, which is just a hero card. Yuna, Kain, and Lenora. Alright, we'll put our foil right there. We'll put our rares in its own separate stack. These packs are so strange to open up. Anytime I open up pull tab packs, I get real nervous opening them up. Come on, any Final Fantasy. Ooh, we got Gobu from 11. And then we got the Legend Barret. That's pretty cool. I really want full art or, not full art, but foils of the legends of the Final Fantasy VII characters. I don't think I pulled a single foil legend from Final Fantasy VII. So I would love to pull the Cloud or the Barret or the Sephiroth. Ooh, we got Shuyin. Oh, that is a foil that is going into the collection. I don't know if they give you a full art of Shuyin or if that's a possibility, but I'm a 10-2 defender, guys. As much as I hate the idea that 10-2 ruined the perfect ending that was Final Fantasy X, I love the cheesy, fun vibes that 10-2 gave. Ooh. Oh, it's just Thief. Just a common foil. Alright. Then we got our hero and our 3 rares. Still gonna hope that we can get something good. Somebody that I seen on Twitter open up a box of this set. They did manage to get 3 full art cards. I would love to do so. I got 2 full arts in my first box and then one of the full art crystals. Ooh, we got Japal. I don't think I have that as a full art. I mean, not a full art, but a foil, so I'll take it. I believe I pulled... Who was it? It wasn't Nuge, because Nuge is in the stack. It was Barrelite. I pulled Barrelite full art. And he is going into the Final Fantasy binder. Ooh. Ooh, we got Ace from Type 0. That's just a hero foil. Salamander from Final Fantasy 3. By the way, I have not been paying attention to see if I pulled any of the legend cards. But the legends are kind of noticeable because most of the legends are from Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Oh, that is a nice foil. So hey, if I do not get this as a full art, I will take it as a foil. Matthias, hero. And then some nice rares. Alright, so we got a very nice foil card there. The Aerith full art. Ooh, Barreleye as a foil. I do not need that though because I've already pulled that one as a full art. Once you get the full art variant, you kind of don't need the foil variant, right? Alright. Ooh, that pack got stuck. Corsair, Chocobo, Vivi. Ooh, Borgin. That actually looks pretty cool for a common foil. And then Graf as a hero. That looks sick. That actually looks really cool. Alright, let's see. Do we got something back here? Oh, it's just a Cloud of Darkness. It actually looked a little bit cooler. Ooh, Rim as a legend. Definitely the most underwhelming legend, just based on artwork. Like, every other legend in the set has a really stunning artwork. Besides the Sephiroth, I'll give it. Maybe you could say the Rim has better artwork than the Sephiroth, but it's short hair Sephiroth, right? So we gotta give that one credit. Ooh, nice. We got the Kuja. That's another foil going into the personal collection. Then we got Kraken from Final Fantasy 3. Love the artwork on that, by the way. That's the one thing I can give credit to a lot of these cards, is when they use an artwork that's not like, I don't mean to be insulting, but like the PNG image, like just a character image. But when they use actual like concept art or something like that, it just comes off as a really cool card, like that right there. That is 100% going into the binder. That is really cool. And then we got 7, which is just a hero. Alright, so far the box hasn't been too disappointing. We still are not at any of our full art, so we're hoping to see one of those soon. The Dine as a foil card is absolutely nice. I've already got that for the personal collection. And then we got Sophie. Ooh, that looks nice. Is she a common? That is an insane artwork for a common, but I like it. Then we got Sarah from Mobius. Alright, let's see. Quorum, Dine, Yuffie. Alright, we got Abzu from 7. Corneo's pet. I like how it puts it on there. That artwork's pretty sick. Look at that. That is just a holo rare. And then we got Red 13. That is a hero, but a really cool looking hero. I believe I already pulled the foil of that one. I might not have, but I pulled a couple of foils from my first box. So we're just kind of trying to fill in the gaps of the cards that I want to pull. Oh my goodness, top chase, baby. Yuna full art. I believe this is the top full art in the set. That is stunning, boys. Let's go. That is awesome. Oh my goodness. Now, for the rest of the cards, we got Pain as a hero, and we got a few other good cards. The Yuna. That is so cool. Alright, we hit one of the top dogs in the set. That is really awesome. Let's see if we can get another top dog. We got Edward. Character that I actually enjoy from Final Fantasy 4. I will say, like, when it comes to Final Fantasies, like the characters in them, I don't think 4 gets talked about enough, or like how cool some of the characters were. Necron. That artwork's sick. That looks nice. Then we got Ace. Like, I just don't think that it's talked about enough. And it's disappointing because I actually think Final Fantasy 4 has some really good characters in the game. What do we got here? We got Ursula. Okay. The Emperor. We're about a little more than halfway through the box. We should still have another full art, if not 2. If we have only 1 more full art, we got the Were Rat. And then we got the Aerith Legend regular. Can we just get the trifecta? Let's get the stamped Aerith. That would be so freaking sick. Could you imagine this box having stamped Aerith and the Yuna alternate art? I doubt that's possible, but could you imagine? Avalanche member. Julian. Pretty nice. Box is divided into 3 rows. We're 2 packs from finishing up the middle row. We've already finished up the right side of the box. And then we'll have the complete left side of the box remaining. Volkner. Okay. From Final Fantasy 11. Alright. Last pack of the middle section. Let's see if we can get something good in this middle section. Oh, well, to be fair, Yuna came from this middle section, but let's see if we can get something else good. We got Trey from Type 0. Riku. Okay. A third of the box remaining, guys. Throw some positive vibes into the channel. Let's get some good vibes in there. If you haven't already, drop a like. That always sends good vibes. Looks like we're just going to have maybe a common. I know this enemy from the game. I absolutely do not know how to pronounce that. Ooh, we got the legend version of Yuna. Very nice. That'll definitely be a card that I'll have for purchase. I don't know if I'll put it on Twitter first or if I'll just do that on TCG Player. I mean, I got the full art. I don't need the regular variant. Alright, let's see if we can get something else good. Ooh, Cognizo from Final Fantasy IV. This actually looks really sick as a foil. Atomos. Like, I pulled that as a foil. I'll show you guys before we get into the rest of the box. This was the stuff from the first box that I decided to keep. Like, look how sick that looks as a foil. Look how sick Dyne looks. Now, I do have other stuff that I'm planning to keep, but I wanted to see what this box contained in terms of pools, because I want to see if I can get foil variants first. We got the regular red 13. Lynn. That is beautiful. Man, this is a really good 10-2 box. It's not that great of a Final Fantasy VII box, but it is an excellent 10-2 box. Let's see if we get something else great. Vincent. Oh, we just got a Chocobo. Fusoya. Alright. We should still have an alternate art. At least 1 full art. We got the soldier candidate. We got Maya, who's another foil legend. That's very nice. Sid Highwind, which is just a hero. So we got 2 foil legends in this box, which is, if I'm not mistaken, better than my first box. I only got 1 foil legend in that box, to my knowledge. Ooh, a soldier candidate. That looks pretty sick. I'll probably just keep that just to keep it. I don't know if that's meant to be a particular character, or if that's just like a soldier candidate. Because I'm pretty sure it's from Ever Crisis or whatever it's called, the phone game. Ooh, Nuge. Alright, there we go. There goes a personal collection. We got General. Alright, 5 packs remaining. There should be 1 more full art at least. Unless we get lucky with a 3 full art box. Ooh, Graph. He looks sick. Titus as a legend. I would kill to get that as a foil too. Oh my god, there's so many good cards. I absolutely think I'm going to be buying more boxes of the set. There's so many good cards to get. So many great foils. So many great legends. So many great full art. That, like, you really can't... As a Final Fantasy fan, you really can't beat buying a box of the set. Porum. Dr. Stid. Like, you can't beat it, right? Because look at how many great pulls we got. Now, I am starting to get a little nervous on the idea of our last full art, because we only got 3 packs remaining. And we have yet to see the full art, although we got this badass Ifrit. Hopefully one of these last 2 packs has that in a foil. And I don't know if that's the only summon from Final Fantasy 9 in this set, but usually when they do those summons from Final Fantasy 9s, they give them some really cool artwork. Oh, we got Nuge full art. Okay. This was definitely a 10-2 box. Wow. Like, don't get me wrong, I like 10-2. But man, oh man, I would have loved at least one of the Final Fantasy 7 full art. Just because I'm a bigger Final Fantasy 7 fan than I am a 10-2 fan. But I am not disappointed at all with the box that we've seen today. Finishing off with a Salamander and then a Sephiroth hero. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with my box. If we're being honest, I'm not going to complain at all considering the 2 full arts that we did get were Nuge and freaking Yuna. Right? Like, you can't beat those 2 full arts, especially if you're a 10-2 fan. If you're a 10 fan just in general, this box was for you, right? Lyn, Yuna, Titus, however you want to pronounce his name, right? But we still got some Final Fantasy 7 love in there as well. We got the 2 Sephiroth cards. We got the Shuyan and the Jipal, but we got the Aerith foil. So overall, it was a pretty solid box. It is a box that I'm definitely not going to complain about. By the way, remember to comment your favorite Final Fantasy protagonist for your chance to win that awesome promo. But overall, should you buy a box of this set? I say yes if you're a Final Fantasy fan. I will 100% always promote the idea that if you love the franchise, this is a good buy for you. But if you're not a massive Final Fantasy fan, this is probably a pass, right? It just goes down to the idea that you're probably watching this video and you're a Final Fantasy fan, right? You're not going to watch this video if you only like Pokemon cards, right? So when it comes to this set, here's where I'm going to leave it, right? As a Final Fantasy 7 fan, as a Final Fantasy fan, Final Fantasy 10-2 fan, just somebody who loves the franchise, hell, I got the franchise tattooed on my body. You can't see it because the camera, but I have Final Fantasy 8 here, and then it is not picking up, but Final Fantasy 10 right there. Yeah, right there, right? So I have the franchise tattooed on my body. So I'm gonna be biased. It's a 10 out of 10 box if you're a Final Fantasy fan. Absolutely worth the price point. Amazing cards that you can pull. A lot of great artworks, a lot of cool cards, especially if you're a 10-2 and a 7 fan, right? But if you're not a Final Fantasy fan, it's obviously a 0 out of 10, right? This is strictly for Final Fantasy fans, but if you're a Final Fantasy fan, should you go buy a box of Tears of the Kingdom? Absolutely. Anyways, guys, that is my review and my opening of Final Fantasy 7, or Final Fantasy Tears of the Kingdom. I was looking at Aerith on the box and I said 7. But Final Fantasy TCG Tears of the Kingdom. Let me know down in the comment section below. Have you opened up a box of this set? And if so, what were your pulls like? Did you get one of those elusive 3 full art boxes? Or did you only get 2 full arts? And if so, what were they? But guys, make sure you check out my other TCG related videos on my channel. And stay tuned this summer as I will be opening up quite a bit of the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy crossover set. And as always, guys, remember to keep it classy and stay awesome.